I know. I should have said, "Hey, how you doing?" first, and then say hit like and subscribe. Because
No, I know who's important. I know who's important here.
no, you're
And that's
important,
our viewers.
John. You're important to me. In fact, you're so important to me. I'm going to give you a shit song. I'm going to throw.
Not again.
Yeah. We should call this the shit song channel. Into the shit. Into the shitter.
It's showtime, folks.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. Hit like, subscribe. Let's get that right out of the way. Right out of the way so we don't have to even worry about it later on. Hey John, how's it going?
Splendid, Greg. And yourself?
I'm doing well. I know. I should have said, "Hey, how you doing?" first, and then say hit like and subscribe. Because
No, I know who's important. I know who's important here.
No, you're
And
important.
that's our viewers.
John, you're important to me.
Oh yeah, I owe you money, don't I? Yeah.
In fact, you're so important to me. I'm going to give you a shit song. I'm going to throw.
Not again.
Yeah. We should call this the shit song channel. Into the shit. Into the shitter. Hey everybody, welcome to Into the Shitter. We'll see you on the next episode of Into the Shitter.
How did Greg know about my second channel?
All right, so I've got a song. Do you know the band? I mean, I can't say this because I'm going to owe you a lot of money, but
we've done this before and you cheated. Yeah.
I'll give you $1 million in Monopoly money if you know the band Ultimate Spinach.
I'll have 3 hotels on there.
Do you really?
No.
Okay. You're too honest. You could have had all that Monopoly money.
Wallpaper, yeah.
Yeah, all those doors are shutting. Ultimate Spinach. I probably lost them at Ultimate Spinach. In fact, I never even got them in because they already see the damn song title, on YouTube. So they never even came in.
All the Popeye fans will be here, though.
The song is I have to, because I suck at song titles. Fifth Horseman of the Apocalypse.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty cool name, huh?
Yeah.
Are you intrigued?
I am a little bit.
Go check it out. Let me know what you think about Ultimate Spinach.
Will do. That's a really nice start at that, just to harmonica. I think because of the nature of the harmonica when it's played like that, it's quite sentimental. I don't know why, but the word that popped into my head hearing that was like homesick or yearning. That's really nice. This is going to overdrive. Good part. Also the castle. This is nice. Yeah, that was different. And multiple personality disorder, I think.
As Popeye would say.
Hmm.
So would you? Hi, Olive. So would you think about Ultimate Spinach, Fifth Horseman of the Apocalypse? I have to keep looking at the song down. I only
Well,
found this out a year ago. And so
right.
I know I had a whole year that kind of had the song title ingrained in my brain. It's too long of a song title. What the hell are they naming the song so long like that for? But anyway, all right, I digress. I'll shut up. What do you think? I was actually, and one more thing. I'm taking a chance with this. I'm taking a chance with the song and giving you. So I'll shut up now.
Okay. For the most part, I liked it, and I'll get into that. There were certain bits that were absolutely wonderful and lovely, but it was a fragmented song, in 4 parts I counted.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'd say overall, it certainly did need 1 part. But I'll go into it. So it starts off with that lovely, simple guitar and harmonica, and a really nice melody. And it's just, I said the reaction, it feels sentimental. And the word that sprang into my mind was like homesick. And you can almost picture like a cowboy slowly returning back to the ranch or something, and the sun setting and that music's playing. It was really nice, and it really painted pictures in my mind. I really like that. And then it went into this like slow keyboard and a really nice drum fill, and then the sort of very 60s sounding guitar. And then it started to kick in, and there's like 2 guitars dueling and overlapping, and a tempo change was really cool. And it just became more and more, and they were almost like they were, flying up to the sun or something together, before sort of, and the bass went into bloody overdrive. I mean, he was like doing a relay race up and down the fretboard,
Yeah.
and it was fantastic. I love that part. Unfortunately, after that, suddenly we're transported to a medieval castle where people were dancing around and roasting boar, and someone was hitting somebody else over the head with a pig bladder, And I just really, I guess if that was in isolation, I'd find it charming, but for me, it just broke the whole thing up and stopped the momentum, and I don't know why they put that in. So that, if you cut that out completely and threw it away in the bin, I'd be happy with, because I don't want to be too harsh, but I just didn't enjoy it. And in the context of what had come before, it was just really jarring.
Yeah.
That's my honest opinion. But then it went back to that first initial sort of melody, that motif of that, melody, but now with a choral sort of background to it as well. So it's even more cinematic and swelling. And again, the guitar was really lovely and simple, and the harmonica. And that was just really lovely. And it sort of finished off, and you almost wanted to go, the end, like a happy sigh. It was a really, really nice. So overall, really good song. Just that little bit in the middle jarred it for me. But if I could hit the fast forward button, I'd be delighted. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
It's an unusual song, really unusual.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, very fragmented. Things pieced together. Who knows if this band, had all these sort of like a Beatles kind of day in the life, like the Beatles had a lot. Abbey Road, just I can't finish this thing. Hey, how about we do this, that, we piece it together. Although then you would sort of wonder and say this band was really working on something that was like medieval, like, that said, I don't know. I actually like that, and I could see where that's not everyone's cup of tea. Yeah. I think that, yeah. I bought into the whole thing. That does slow it down for me. And I wish they would have actually taken the middle part and just stretched it out even longer. Because that is that's the golden nugget right there. That's it. That's the sort of, that's the chocolate center part, of the Tootsie Roll Pop. You get to that stuff is kind of cool, and you get to the real delicious stuff. and they just should have stayed with that as long as possible. Because it's interesting what they did at the very end, right? When you said they go back to the beginning, but then they add that la 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 la, like the vocals, yeah, and that I think is kind of like an extra sort of layer of icing. I'm going with the whole sweet sort of analogy thing. And yeah, when I do get to that after the fast part, and you got to kind of go through the whole flute thing, it's like, yeah, I want to get to the next part. It's not as distracting or as kind of, for me. So,
of course, yeah, there's lots of people who enjoy it,
And I just find it interesting that something like this, again, it's just like this has been out there forever, and I'm like,
can I ask
where
a
was
question?
Yeah,
Because this put me in mind, and it's not. I said this a lot. It's not the same thing, I know, but the way, especially the second part, went with the overlapping guitars and the tempo change, it put me in mind of Quicksilver Messenger Service. Are you familiar with that?
I know the band. Yeah, I know the name. Yeah,
they did a bear with me a second, it's here somewhere. PQ. I should have got this ready. There we go. They did this album called Happy Trails.
Okay.
And on the first side of the album, it's the old oh god, who's the name of the guy who did the song originally? Who Do You Love? Like the Doors did a version of it.
Yeah.
I want to say like Bo Diddley. Is it Bo Diddley? Something like that.
Is it Muddy Waters? No. Who Do You Love?
Something like that.
No,
but anyway,
it's not Muddy Waters. No.
Yeah, but what they did is they did it live in a studio, and it's broken up into 5 or 6 parts, and it's just one continuous, nearly 25-minute song.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. But they do all that different stuff with the guitars, and they change the tempo, and so they call each section a slightly different thing. So it starts off Who Do You Love, part 1, then When Do You Love, Where Do You Love, How Do You Love, Which Do You Love, and then Who Do You Love, part 2. And if you've got half an hour to spare, it's great. But but it kind of reminded me that bit of that. So I think that's late 60s, 68 or something. And if you hear that, it's very influential on Tom Verlaine and television, his musical guitar style.
Okay, yeah, wow.
Comes from a bit of that. So I was wondering when this was. I'm guessing late 60s.
This was, I think, 68. Yeah.
All right, cool.
And I think it's both Diddley. Yeah, I think. Yeah, this is 68. It's interesting. I was listening to something, and for the life of me, I can't remember now who it was who said it, but it was just the other day. And this guy, I think somebody within something, I'm listening to a lot of stuff. It was an interview, and this person was bringing up some bands in the 60s, influential and like progressive and stuff like that, and mentioned this band, Ultimate Spinach. I had never heard of the band Ultimate Spinach until I sort of ran into it about a year ago. And then, in gearing up towards, giving you the song, I knew I was going to give this to you. And the other day, I'm like, Ultimate Spinach. I'm like, I definitely got to give it to John. It's just the weirdest thing, like the timing of everything,
It's a great 60s name as well, isn't it, for a band?
Ultimate Spinach. Yeah. This just kind of grabbed me. And it's one of those that just I go back to every once in a while. And so I thought I'd throw it your way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to dwell too much on that third part. I'm feeling I'm being quite harsh in that, because first part, second part, fourth part, I loved, really did. So yeah. I feel all the better for having listened to it, and I really enjoyed it. I just didn't fancy a dance around the tent in the castle keep.
That's awesome. No, you're right. Like I said, when they get to that part, I'm like, yeah, let's get to that last one. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, good. So, John, you have a good rest of the day. And to everyone out there, what do you think about this? Do you even know? Did you know about Ultimate Spinach? Before you even saw the song title and the band name, let me know. Let us know. And with that said, again, hit like, subscribe. That'd be pretty cool. Because if you don't like this song, I think there's going to be a lot more other songs out there that you're going to like or hate, on Into the Shitter.